trying to affirm my legacies in the area, and others are helping me with that. And among them is the University of Toronto reached out to me, and they agreed to confer an honorary doctorate on me, a doctorate in laws. It's the second one that I'll be receiving, my first with the Northern Caribbean University. And I must, Brother Maxwell Blackwood is a man that I could never forget. This man, I mean, I've known him, I know him as a publisher for many, many years. But his kindness of heart and spirit, he's genuine, he's sincere, he doesn't pretend, and he tells you like it is. But what this man has done for me, he introduced me to the president of the university. It was an event, my gala event, and then Jolly was there together with me, and we were receiving the honors because it was recommended by Maxwell. He just called the president of the university and said, this man, they never knew me from anybody else. This man deserves
yes, an award.
An honorary
yes.
award of some kind. They came down and they had this big celebration for the granting me the doctorate here. Well, made the announcement in Toronto, and then I had to go down to Jamaica, Northern Caribbean University, where I was gowned and had to congratulate and conferred upon me, and I did my graduating speech. And that goes back, I think, 3 years at least. I think it was 2019. And so I'm privileged to be so honored again by the University of Toronto, President Gertler, who reached out to me directly. In fact, he reached out, he sent me a message through his assistant saying that he'd like to speak to me. So I said, well, the president of the University of Toronto wants to speak to me, so I'll call the community together. So I sent out the email. The executive officer, when he got the copy, he said, no, the president wants to speak to you, not the community. And so when he got me, he said, I just want to tell you, I've heard so much about you. And I understand that you're donating your archives to the university. I'm honored by that, I'm gratified. And I want to let you know that I've recommended to my Senate that you be awarded with an honorary doctorate.
Wow. Wow. When was this?
In September, I think.
Last year?
Like then. Yes,
okay.
It was a little while ago. Right. And he said he's going to set the date. He's going to determine what it looks like.
Okay.
It's not going to be an ordinary ceremony.
Right.
I'll be speaking to the graduates, but it will be a moment that will honor me and my legacy. There's 2 separate ceremonies they're doing. One for the donation of the archives. Okay. That's going to be doing separately. Right. It's going to be an event. Okay. And so the other is an honorary doctorate.
So what did you donate?
I have an archive of about 5,000 hours of historical documentary footage. Okay. I've been shooting for years. Okay. Through 8mm film media, through digital media, digital tapes, through silver VHS and VHS tapes. And so all of that has to, the other thing about that is, Brother Yushi, and maybe I might probably want some of you engaged in this, these thousands of hours will take at least a year to digitize.
Oh, I see.
And they all have to be digitized. But the university will be doing that. So what they promised me, they were supposed to be giving me a space at the university, but they said they don't have the physical space. So what I need is for them to live up to their, I've done mine. We signed in September, we signed that agreement, donation of my archives, and they're going to provide physical space and so on. They haven't done any of those things yet because they don't have it. Right. And so what I would like is, in the event that's almost happened, anything happens to me, there'll be a vanguard of people. And Peter Blake is a key contact with Yushi, and because he knows a lot about me and can connect everybody. And